class families move to the suburbs, we start to see this push outside of the cities and even in from the rural areas, okay? Returning veterans are eager to buy homes and start families. You can't blame them, right? They just got done fighting either the Japanese or the Nazis, and they're like, hey, like, I just want kind of some normalcy. I want to have a family. I just want to escape everything. And so where can they find that? Well, the suburbs are a place where no one's built homes yet, and it's going to offer them kind of a peace of mind or a little bit of quiet place, okay? In 1947, they began to build these things called Levitt towns. It's the first planned community. So think of like Carson Farms or Lantern Chase or any of these other places that are neighborhoods, okay? They're all built by a developer. Well, Levitt towns are the same thing, but in a smaller scale. So they started these communities or planned communities that were homes that were all the same. Now, if you drive through like Carson Farms where I live, you have like 4 different types of homes you could build. There was like model A, B, C, and D. Well, they're all a little bit different. You could have different colors, but generally the houses look the same. There's only small changes. You know, like there's a ranch style. There's a 2-story with a front porch, 2-story with no porch. And then there's a 2-car garage one. And so when you look at them, they're all the same. But what they did is what they said in these new neighborhoods, you can't build them all right next to each other. So you can't have 4 Model A's right next to each other because then it's all too similar. They have to be spread out. So it has to be an A, a B, and then a D, and then a C, and then you can build another A. So it looks different. Levitt towns, not that way. So pretty much they went in and they built boxes. Pretty much 2 to 3 bedroom boxes with a garage. They all look the same. Why do that? It's quicker. It's more efficient. If I give you one model plan, I don't care who it is, everyone's going to be able to build that. They're going to be able to do it once and then do it quicker the second, third, and fourth time because they're more efficient at it. They've done it once before. They built small, boxy, almost identical homes with 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Enough for parents and a child. All right? You don't need these huge, extravagant houses coming back because when you first move in, it's just you and your wife. And then eventually with the baby boom, you're going to have a child or a second child. Well, that's fine. You can have bunk beds. And so here's your family. You have this little piece of earth for yourself, your own home out in the suburbs with a white picket fence around it. And it's like the ideal American dream. And this is what a lot of those veterans wanted. That's what they wished for when they were coming back from war. Crews move from house to house only doing one job, so they're really efficient at their job. And that's no different than today, unless you like build your house on your own. You're going to have someone that comes in that does all of the masonry work or pours the foundations of all homes. Then you have someone that frames the home, someone that insulates, and someone that puts in the drywall, someone that roofs. And they go from home to home because it's a process. If they're all there at the same time, well, they can't get any work done. So you need the people that are going to pour the walls and do the basement and do the foundation, and then you need the framers to come in. Well, once the framers come in, the people who pour the basement and do the foundation can go to another home. Once they're done there, the framers will then follow them. And so you all work together in steps until all these homes are done. It's really efficient. Just think of it as assembly line. Except you have to go to the plot of ground. The plot of ground isn't coming to you like an assembly line. By 1948, the Levitts were building 36 houses a day. That's astonishing. All right, 36 a day? I mean, you got to think. There's a lot of days in a year. How many? 365, unless it's this year, because we had a leap day, 366. So those are tons of new homes coming up for a lot of people. And this really starts to jump up in places like New York, New Jersey, and eventually spreading itself in the Midwest. Americans living in suburban communities increased by 46% because why live in the city where it's highly populated, it's highly polluted, there's a lot of traffic, when I can move 20, 25, 30 minutes away to a suburb that's nice, sunny, green grass, families around, kids to play with, and then drive into work in my car. I separate myself from work and home, and that's huge for people. You know, people don't want to live right next to where they work because work goes home with them every single day. They want that space and that kind of sanctuary to go to. Now, Weather and wages spur migration to the Sun Belt. You may have heard this term Sun Belt before. And we're almost done for the day. I know this one's going a little bit longer, but there's a lot of information to talk about. Moving from the northern half of the country to the Sun Belt region, this new area. And really, the Sun Belt stretches across places like the top of North Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, even into California. Think everything below that, it's nice, it's warm, right? The sun is always shining. It's always like 50 degrees plus. You don't get a lot of snow or anything like that. So it attracted a lot of people because of low labor costs and no labor unions. So if you're having a hard time finding a job in the north or in the Midwest, move south. There's no labor unions because of the Dixiecrats. The Dixiecrats have kind of outlaw labor unions in the South, which allows them to employ anyone they want, all right, and they can negotiate how much they make each day. Families flock to sunny beaches and new attractions such as Disneyland, so that's going to be huge. I mean, how many of you like to take a vacation in the South? Probably a lot of you, right? Why? Well, I go to the beach. How many of you like going to Disneyland? Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. No one's like, you know what? You know where I really want to go? I want to go somewhere cold. I bet Maine is a really cool place to go in February. No, it's snowy. Go down to Florida where it's warm and nice. You know, don't go up to the Great Lakes when it's December and January and it's really cold. No, people leave that area and go down to the Sun Belt, and that's where a lot of your vacation spots are. Myrtle Beach, Hilton Head, Savannah, Georgia, Texas, New Orleans. Think of all those places, Nashville, that people go and travel and are tourist attractions because of the weather. It's always nice. A key factor in moving to these regions, and this is a big one, it's something we haven't had in quite a while in our classroom, air conditioning. Think about it. If it's always warm in these states, how many of you like sleeping in a room at night in the summer with no air conditioning? Probably no one, right? It's always hot and sticky and like you're stuck to your sheets and you're rolling around. This is terrible. But if you have air conditioning, it's not bad. You can sleep with like comforter on. You can set it down to like 62 degrees, whatever. It can be like the Arctic in there. Polar bear can live in your room. But because the South starts developing in-room air conditioners, people are okay with moving to the South. I'd be okay moving to the South with an in-room air conditioner. Heck, I'd be okay if I had one in my classroom. That's why lecturing right now at home, I can wear whatever I want. T-shirt, long sleeve, because I can control the temperature, which makes it great. All right? And real quick, we have one slide to look at. It's just a map that kind of shows the areas in which the Sun Belt stretched over. The big three states being the southern part of California, which includes like Los Angeles and San Diego, Texas, and Florida. Those are major areas that people move to. Hence why Texas is one of the most populous states now, as well as Florida and California. And then you have the booming four, Georgia, New Mexico, Arizona, even places into Nevada. And then you have other ones that already have pretty steady populations, like the Carolinas, Tennessee, Louisiana, that will grow a little bit, but not see the major booms. All right? So hopefully you've enjoyed this second video lecture. Getting close to the weekend for you guys. Hopefully you guys are taking care of yourself. Hopefully you're getting done with your reading questions and vocab. Remember to email me any questions that you have. I'll make sure I get back to you. Remember to comment about anything, whether it's wardrobe related or just want to say hi, or bye, any of that sort of stuff. I'll make sure I respond back. My office hours are 8 to 11. Make sure you shoot me an email. I'll get back to you. I always do. Any help you guys need, and start sending me those questions you want for the video lecture. No question's a bad question. Some of them just may not be as great as other ones, but that's okay because I'm here to help you guys with whatever you need. All right. Have a great weekend. Rest up. Get ready to go for Monday. What's due on Monday? Did I hear it? Yeah, your primary source package. So make sure you're getting those done. And remember, next week we'll have our first quiz and our writing assessment. All right, so start working your way through the notes. Don't leave it all till the end, and I'll be checking up on your progress. So have a great weekend. Go Pacers.